Okay, today we're going to talk about jealousy, and in particular, Emerson's take on jealousy, because I think it has the potential to get you to overcome this. Think about how many friendships that you've lost because you were jealous of somebody. Think of how many times you were petty or mean or in any way negative because you were jealous or envious of someone else. And, jealousy is something that the more you feel of it, the less you're going to be able to be content with yourself. Teddy Roosevelt said, comparison is the thief of all joy." I completely butchered that quote. We're going to keep going. But really what he's talking about is your inability to look to what you have and smile. Your inability to look to what others have and smile for them. Because to celebrate someone else's accomplishments is to recognize your own capability for that. To recognize your own path to that. And this is something that Emerson really reverberates in his essay History. Part of the essay is dedicated to the idea of history and what we should do with history and how we should move on and how we shouldn't base our entire lives off of preconceived notions of culture. But there's also a section where he talks about jealousy, where he talks about accomplishment, where he talks about human accomplishment in particular. And this is the part that strikes me, and this is the part that resonates with me so much, because to understand Emerson is to understand a man that was driven by creativity, understand a man that was driven by individuality, and a man who tried to, at all cost, speak truth and power into that identity, speak any sort of emphasis on the individual and how important it was for you to become yourself. And, when we talk about accomplishments, when we talk about achievements, it's oftentimes trying to bring them down. It's oftentimes looking to someone else and look what they've done and say, well, they had this, they were lucky, they were given a silver spoon, they had this athletic talent, they had this, they had that. Like, whatever it is, whatever cope you have, you try to give it. And the truth is, any jealousy is the denial that you can do it as well. Once you start expressing jealousy, then you close your path off to doing exactly what that person did. Because what that person did is they did something and they proved that something is possible. And once something is proved to have been possible, people will continually build upon that time and time again. There are very few inventions, there are very few achievements in this world that weren't incrementally grown. Like, we can think about the Teslas, we can think about the Einsteins, we can think about Da Vinci's. Pure works of creative genius come from spontaneous activity, but the vast majority of human achievement purely is built off the back of others. So now that we understand that, how can we move on? What does Emerson say about this? Why does he think this is significant? What he says about this basically is that somebody took a precise set of steps to get to where they wanted to go. And now that you know that precise set of steps, if you guide yourself in the exact same direction, you can do what they did, if not better. Because once somebody has done something, it's the next person's responsibility to do it better. Think about the one of the best stories ever is that people thought the 4-minute mile was impossible until one guy broke it. And then once that one guy broke it, 30 more people broke it within that year. And his record was, it literally stood for less than a year. It literally stood and was broken and broken and broken and broken. But it took him breaking that plateau first for people to in any way think it's possible. Something's happening in the NFL too. A 60-yard field goal used to be something that was impossible. It used to be something that nobody could do. And now it seems like every single week, every single game, somebody's kicking a 65-yarder. Like, it's all in our heads. We are all limited by our own conception of ourselves and our own conception of what's possible. But when we break these molds, when we see what other people do as our own accomplishment, when we see what other people do as the capabilities of the human spirit, the capabilities of human creativity, then we can do it as well. Then we can inspire ourselves through others' actions. And what better way to celebrate the world than to celebrate others' actions, than to look to others with inspiration and say, you know what, if this person did it, I can do it as well. So the next time you find yourself trying to bring someone down, the next time you see yourself saying, well, this person had this, and this. If you truly think so low of that person and you're like, that person doesn't deserve this, then why don't you look to what they did? Because I promise you, if you think so low of them and they did something that you want to do, that means it's even easier. That means that it's something that you can overcome as well. And when we move forward with this mindset, then we can move forward with a mindset that's more congruent with happiness. Because you will never be happy trying to bring others down. You will never be happy trying to diminish the accomplishments of others. The only thing that will bring you happiness is living the life that you want to live, accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. Do the things that inspire you. Do the things that will bring you fulfillment. Do the things that bring you happiness. And that will never come through tearing down the actions of others, but only through lifting yourself up through the inspiration that people have given you. So the next time you find yourself being jealous, try to turn it around. Try to look at what they've done. Try to analyze the steps that made them successful, maybe the steps where they went wrong, and improve upon it. Because that is all you can do. You can't change history. You can't change facts. You can't change the things that have happened. What you can do is change your outcome. You can change your scenario. You can change your strategy so that whatever you see others doing that you want to do as well, you can do it now. With that said, I love Emerson. I think Emerson is one of the greatest writers ever. And if you loved anything I said in this video, you will love anything Emerson has written. The topics I was talking about today primarily come from Emerson's history. You can either look it up online or get a copy like I got. I just like physical copies, but basically everything he wrote is online for free. I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words right now, but with that said, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.